Jefferson County Court of Law number 2 is back in session. The court is in session and calls number 331978. The case is style of State of Texas versus Jeffrey Allen Fox. Mr. Fox, is that your full name?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Fox, would you please raise your right hand? Mr. Fox, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Fox, you may put your hand down. How are you doing, Mr. Fox?
Good, sir.
That's good. Mr. Fox, you're here represented by your attorney, Dustin Galmore. Attorney Galmore, how are you doing?
I'm very good. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Mr. Galmore, do you waive a record in Mr. Fox's case?
We do, Judge.
Mr. Fox, I have before me a document that is titled misdemeanor. Well, it's titled information. This information alleges that on or about May 30th of 2021, while you were in Jefferson County, Texas, operating a boat in a public waterway, that you committed the Class B misdemeanor offense of boating while intoxicated. Mr. Fox, do you understand what you've been charged with?
Yes, Your Honor.
And to this charge, let me do this here. Okay, now, and to this charge, Mr. Fox, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Now, you're pleading no contest freely and voluntarily,
Yes, Your Honor.
and are you pleading no contest because you do not wish to fight or contest the charges?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Galmore,
Yes.
that I had changed the word from
That's fine.
voter, and we could put it in that same box. I'm gonna go ahead on and initial that, showing that I made that.
Okay.
Okay, now, Mr. Fox, I have before me a document that is titled misdemeanor plea admonishments, which is also labeled as State's Exhibit Number 1. Do you recognize this document?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, Mr. Fox, what you note is there's a one box that's checked, and that box that's checked, if you've written in boating while intoxicated, BWI, and the range of punishment for this charge, which is a Class B misdemeanor, is confinement in jail for at least 72 hours, but not to exceed 180 days, or fine not to exceed $2,000, or both such fine and confinement. Do you understand the range of punishment for boating while intoxicated?
Yes, Your Honor.
On page 2 of the same document, there are a set of initials. The initials are JAF on a line that's checked next to a box that's checked no contender, which means no contest. Did you place your initials on this document?
Yes, Your Honor.
On page 3 of the same document, there's a signature above the line that is titled defendant. Is this your signature?
Yes, Your Honor.
The next document is titled trial court certification of defendant's right of appeal. Do you recognize this document?
Yes, Your Honor.
And is this your signature on the line that's titled defendant?
Yes, Your Honor.
There are two boxes that's checked at the top of this document. The first box that's checked states that this is a plea bargain case and you have no right of appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
The second box states that you're waiving your right to an appeal, which means you're giving up your right to an appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
And do we have the discovery certification? Now, Mr. Fox, I also have a document before me that is titled discovery certification. Do you recognize this document?
Yes, Your Honor.
And is this your signature on the line that's titled defendant?
Yes, Your Honor.
And Mr. Fox, before you sign and initial all of these documents, did your attorney go over these documents with you?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you read and understand everything in these documents?
Yes, Your Honor.
And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Fox, are you a citizen of the United States?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, I have before me State's Exhibit Number 1, the misdemeanor plea admonishment, and State's Exhibit Number 2 in the court's file, the probable cause affidavit. State, you like to offer State's Exhibits 1 and 2?
Your Honor, one question, the change that you made on the plea agreement, did you put it under the DWI?
But yes, they changed.
I scratched out the word driving and I put in the word boating.
Yes, sir.
And I scratched out the initial DWI and put BWI.
Okay,
This has the same range of punishment under the statute.
yes, sir.
Minimum 72 hours to a maximum of 180 days, fine up to $2,000.
Yes, sir.
It's the same thing as 49.04.
Yes, sir. But it just doesn't have the extra language about the 0.15. All of that is not in.
It has that, man, but we could scratch through it. It has that.
That's fine, y'all. That's
Yeah,
fine.
I just,
No objection.
yeah,
Stay off of stage 1 and stage 2.
okay.
Without objection.
No objection, states exhibits 1 and 2 are admitted. Mr. Galmo, you've advised in counsel, Mr. Fox, is there any evidence that he is currently mentally incompetent to stand trial?
No.
Mr. Fox, your attorney, Mr. Galmo, has advised and counseled you. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has he provided fully effective and competent legal representation?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Fox, I will accept your plea of no contest. I will find that you are mentally competent to stand trial. I will also find that your plea and waivers were freely and voluntarily given. And I will also find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. State, do we have a plea bargain agreement?
We do, Your Honor.
What is that agreement?
Your Honor, in exchange for the defendant's plea of no contest in this case, the state recommends confinement to Jefferson County Jail for a period of 180 days, Your Honor. We're asking that the court suspend imposing that sentence at this time and instead place defendant on community supervision for a period of 12 months, require him to pay a $500 fine to complete 32 hours of community service. And we're asking for the standard probation conditions to include a DWI repeat offender course.
Said DWI repeat offender. Okay. What else?
That's it, Your Honor.
Okay, and he'll have the standard DWI education conditions. Okay, Mr. Fox, the state is offering that you serve 180 days in the Jefferson County Jail. However, you will not have to serve any time in the Jefferson County Jail on this case because you'll be placed on probation for 12 months. During the 12-month probationary period, you'll be required to pay a fine of $500 plus court costs of $442, which comes to a total of fine and court costs of $922. You will also be required to pay the Jefferson County DWI education class an initial evaluation fee of $125 on the day of the plea. Should a further evaluation be needed, you'll be required to pay an additional $50. You'll be required to pay a probation fee of $60 each month and a urinalysis fee of $15 each month. Your total monthly installments, that is the total amount that you will be required to pay while you're on probation, is $160. Will you be able to pay the $160?
Yes, Your Honor.
You'll also be required to perform 32 hours of community service. You'll be required to attend and complete the DWI education class. You better put that on, attend and complete DWI education. You'll be required to attend and complete the DWI education class and have a drug and alcohol assessment. And you'll be able to attend and complete the repeat offenders class. You will also be required to adhere to the other standard terms and conditions of this probation. Now, Mr. Fox, do you understand the state's offer?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you think that the state's offer in your case is fair and just?
Yes, Your Honor.
And do you accept the state's offer?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Fox, I'll follow the plea bargain agreement that you have entered into with the state. Mr. Fox, this will conclude your case. You're going to stand on the X next to your attorney and follow the directions of our clerk. Once you finish following her directions, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day. Thank you. And Mr. Galmo, you'll be free to go as well and you have a blessed day.
Thank you. Let me squeeze in, Judge.
Okay, no problem.
I'm just waiting.
Oh, okay. And this will conclude the
Can I get your right thumbprint on that?
cases in County Court at Law Number 2 Special Review Docket. Everyone, please have a blessed day.